Hey Conrad, why the angry look? Did one of your patients piss you off again?
Yes, Clark. The last person who visited me admitted he was using my services as a way to fulfill his sad excuse for a love life.
The people in this city really don't know how to properly talk to psychologists like us. We're here to give advice, not babysit their asses.
Trust me, things will get much worse now that the sons of Harlow are dragging us into their conflict with those Skyland bastards.
No Name and his friends have been great with Chip and the others. Trust me, they know what they're doing.
Excuse me, you two. Can I have your attention for 1 second?
What do you need, nurse?
Chief Zealot is waiting for you outside the main lobby. He needs to have a talk.
This better be important or else that fat ass will be very sorry.
Shut up and just roll with it, Conrad. My dad is someone you don't want to mess with at all.
Chief Zealot can be a very impatient man. I suggest meeting with him before he screams his lungs out.
Hey Dad and Officer Ray. What are you here for?
No Name wanted me to tell you this. It's something regarding one of his old rivals from back in the day.
Is this another one of No Name's sacred tales that he contradicts every time he tells it to us?
No, but do you remember a few months ago when someone named Sheriff Wiggler held Chip's wife for ransom and was sent to a mental asylum?
Why yes, the Sheriff Wiggler name does ring a few bells in my head.
Oh, this is getting good. What else, boss?
No Name wants you to drive to the asylum where Sheriff Wiggler is being held at and ask him a few questions. No Name is writing for a newspaper column.
Hold on, No Name is not the best at remembering things. Is he really okay with this?
Don't worry, he acknowledged that when we asked him about it. That cowboy really knows what he's doing.
Now get your fucking asses to the asylum or else I'll be very pissed. Don't forget about Melong Skylander General Guy.
Sorry Dad. I promise that Conrad and I won't let you down.
Good. Me, Ray and the Sons of Harlow are counting on you for critical information.
Are you sure this is the place?
Yes Conrad. Why can't you go 1 minute without questioning everything we do?
Welcome to the Shady Pines Asylum. How can I help you?
Hey officer, my colleague and I are here to interview one of your patients for a newspaper column. Do you know where the cell of the Sheriff Wiggler guy is located?
Oh, you mean Walton Parker. Follow me and I'll show you the way to his cell. I should warn you that he can get very violent with outsiders.
Now I see why this caterpillar is being held in his own private room. We are now in some deep underground castle or some shit.
So, this is Walton's cell as you can see by the warning sign that tries too hard to be intimidating.
Hold on, you said Walton doesn't get along well with visitors. What should we do just in case he tries to attack us?
I forgot to mention we tied him up before you two came. But if he breaks free, then good luck I guess.
Wait, shouldn't you and the other officers be guarding this area if Walton tries to do something bad?
I have to go on my lunch break now. You two go in and just try your best not to die.
God damn it, Clark, I knew something was off. I'm not going in.
You heard the woman. Walton's tied up, so he can't hurt us. We're not backing down on our promise to No Name.
Fine, but if we end up dying, then so help me God.
What do we have here? The crazy caterpillar himself.
As the late Big Smoke would say to you motherfuckers, you picked the wrong house, fool. Don't be tricked by the low amount of robes. I haven't had any success with breaking free. If I do, I swear I'll tear you sons of bitches to shreds.
Okay then, Mr. Tough Guy. Before you tear us to shreds, we have to ask you a few questions for your old friend, No Name.
No way in hell am I giving answers to that low-life cocksucking piece of shit midget. He can take his questions and shove them right up his fucking ass.
Answer the damn questions or else you'll have to bite the bullet.
Fine. If it makes you too happy, I'll tell you what happened before I ended up in this shithole.
So, we already know that you were sent here after you kidnapped Chip's wife Talia. What were you doing in the months or even years before this happened?
Let's turn the clock to the early 1980s, back when I was in my late 20s. You should already know who Merlin Skyland is. He's the current don of the Skylandic Shanghai Mafia. Back then, the group was just starting to expand into Go-Animate City. I was one of the first non-Shanghais to be recruited by Merlin's late father, who was the group's leader at the time. I mainly worked as a loan shark for him and his family. As the years went on, My relationship with the group became stale as the made men often refused to pay me despite the fact I was one of their most liked loan sharks. All of that came to an end with me leaving Goanimate City to pursue future endeavors. I haven't seen the Skylands in many years. I later moved to Arizona to start the cocaine and meth dealing business with my own gang. My infamous rivalry against the shy guy with no name later began.
Okay, that story turned out to be a bust. Are you sure you want to further elaborate on that rivalry, Walt?
How the fuck do you expect me to remember everything in my life? My rivalry with no name was years ago and even the general public can't figure out most of the details.
Where the fuck did that bullet come from?
What the fuck, no name? Why did you have to shoot Walt when he was sentenced to this place for life? I knew something was off about this interview.
To put bluntly, while Zealot and I were visiting Princess Peach last week, she uncovered an old bounty poster with Walton's name on it. It turns out that while Walton was working for the Skylands back in the 80s, he was responsible for several gruesome murders around Toad Town when he was on vacation. Recent DNA tests confirm his involvement in the killings, and Princess Peach decided to put the bounty on his head again after almost 40 years of the case going cold. Sorry for scaring the shit out of you two. I just wanted to use the newspaper offer as an opportunity to put Walt on his deathbed.
Now go burn his body, or else you two fuckers are on dish duty for the rest of the month.